Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to episode 57 of the Alchemy Devlog. It's your pal Isaac here with the latest news from the team. In this episode, we're going to talk about system builder and performance improvements. We'll also take a few moments to talk about what's coming up next and answer some questions from the Devlog Q&A forum. If you have a question of your own, you can send that my way via the link in the description down below. Let's dive in. First up, I suppose one piece of news to share is that there's a survey out there. If you're not a subscriber to our mailing list, you may not have seen this yet, but we are looking for feedback from you all. There's a 2025 player feedback survey out there. I'll put the link down below so you can find that quick and easy. It's a very short survey. It'll only take a few minutes to complete, and we'd love to hear your feedback, especially if you are a player rather than a GM. We've gotten a lot of feedback from GMs. We value that feedback as well. We love it, but we haven't gotten a lot of feedback from players. So if you're watching this and you're a player, head on in there. If you're watching this and you're a GM, jump in there too. We need more data, so just jump in and check out this feedback. Appreciate it. Other than that, let's see here. We're diving into system builder goodness. So if you have not been on Alchemy since last week, we rolled out the system builder public beta. So the system builder tools are now available for everyone with an Alchemy account to use. You can jump in and find those in any universe of yours under this drop down up here. This is the content side of the universe. We made some kind of clarifications to that recently. If you click that, the system builder can be found here under this section, and that's all of these system builder tools. You've got sheet builder, your custom dice, your system's theme, and the game settings, which you can work on the skills and attribute actions here with more features coming soon on this tab. So we have been squashing bugs as we have been getting a lot of feedback from everyone who's been trying this out. And we've got a few new features in here, mostly this new preview button that lets you take a look at what the sheet looks like in game, what it'll look like when you're actually using it. And we've got some handy dandy links here for help and community, which I think just takes you to our Discord server. Yeah. The biggest thing I think is the help article. This is an absolutely massive article talking about everything in Sheet Builder and how to use it. You can see here, this is a really big article. You can pop this out too. You don't have to read it in this tiny little window here. You can find it on our help center, help.alchemyrpg.com, or there's probably a link inside this as well to pop that out. But everything you need to know about how Sheet Builder currently works is contained within this massive tome. And you can search it. You can look through the table of contents here to find out all of your questions about Sheet Builder stuff. And we've also got a bunch of channels that we opened up on our Discord server. The channels that were for the private beta of Sheet Builder are now public. Anybody can look back through the creations that have been shared there and the different ideas and different questions and bugs that have been reported and things of that nature, all on our Discord. So head on in to your universe and jump into the system builder side of things, try things out, and be sure to share your feedback with us by whatever channel you choose to use for that. You can use the in-app help, you can use our Discord server, you can send it on the survey that I shared at the beginning of this video. You can send it to the Devlog Q&A, although that's probably not the best place for feedback, so maybe don't use that for that in particular. But anyway, try it out. Let us know what you think. I'm not going to do a deep dive here in this video. I've showed it in the past on different videos of this, and we have that really big article, and there's lots of information out there, so I won't go through all the different features here, but it's there. Give it a whirl. Let us know. Appreciate it. One of the other big things we've been working on these last couple of weeks is related to performance across the whole app. We've been working on a dynamic image transformation pipeline for images, so we're not just serving up big old images everywhere you go. This gets a little technical, but basically we're doing optimizations on all the images across everywhere that you go in Alchemy now so that they are sized correctly for what you're looking at and compressed to WebP or another nice image compression and everything is looking good. So should be some pretty big performance improvements across the app related to that. And I think we're getting close to the end of the big performance improvements sprint that we've been on for a while now. So if you still have feedback on places that are slowing down for you, be sure to get that our way and we will take a look at those things. But there's not a ton left that we're aware of in terms of performance. We feel like things are starting to feel pretty darn good across the whole app, very fast now. But as always, there's more to do. So be sure to let us know if things are slowing down for you. All right, next up, we made some changes to game content and the way that it gets connected. This is partially a performance improvement for the way that works, but it's also just an organizational change. So over here on the content tab of your edit game screen, you now have a list of everything that's available. It's no longer grouped by system because in a lot of cases you only have like 1 or 2 universes per system. Tales of the Valiant, for example, or Twilight 2000 or Vaesen. These would all be just kind of like one thing in those different categories. So they're now all grouped together in one section of available content universes. And you can turn those things on, and the ones that have been enabled get moved up here to the top. And there's now a filter bar so you can search for exactly what you're looking for and have it show up here. So you can find those quick and easy. And we moved a few things around on here. Nothing too exciting to share with that. We moved the streaming stuff to here and just kind of got this a little bit more dialed in, and it's working great. This is also helping with some performance in-game. When you have a lot of content universes enabled, we're front-loading a lot of that work now. So when you're in-game, there shouldn't be as big of an impact of having lots of universes enabled, but it is still something that can bog down a game. So something to watch out for is maybe just not having all the universes that you have enabled on a game unless you are actively using all those resources. Beyond that, we've had a few new releases on the marketplace. We just got Flabbergasted out this week. Go pick that up if you're interested in a fun comedic role-playing game. We've got lots of Chepeku maps out there on the marketplace. And a big vampire title, Book of Nod, is out there live on the marketplace as well. Vampires, get out from your coffins and go find that one on the marketplace today. Cool. So what is up next for us? I hear you asking. Great question. Let's take a look at our trusty old roadmap. So the few things that are definitely still in progress are performance optimizations and reliability improvements. There's a few things left to do there, as I've mentioned already today. We've got watcher statuses to do. We've got mobile optimization to do. One thing that we're all really excited about is some forthcoming UI updates that we're going to actually be getting started on next week. And of course, streamer mode. Who could forget streamer mode? On the content side of things, we have Cyberpunk Augmented, almost ready for beta, and Stillfleet as well. I know both of those are chugging along in our content ingestion land. And we have a few more game systems in our alpha list for the V1 Kickstarter that remain ready to go for us, I guess, ready to be worked on. We're still jamming on some of these, so more to do there. And we also maybe have a few secret systems under wraps that we might be releasing in the next couple of weeks here as well. And something that's not listed here, which should excite anybody here who's working on system builder stuff, is we are working on a community hub for sharing your sheet builder and system creations with other folks on the platform. I don't have anything to show for what that's going to look like or really any details that I can share today, but know that we're working on something that's going to be pretty cool and give you a way to show off your stuff. So look forward to that here in the next couple of weeks. All right, let's jump into Q&A. DC20 Hidden is super excited to play DC20. Is that coming to the platform? Yeah, so I don't have an exact ETA on DC20 yet, but the Alchemy integration for that was part of their Kickstarter rewards. So probably around the time that Kickstarter is fulfilling, we will have that ready for Alchemy. I know I took a look at what we have so far, and lots of the words are there, but we still need to work on our visual design and systems design and universe objects like NPCs and items and the like. So we have more to do on DC20, but I know we're on the hook for that, and we've already got some stuff done, so definitely coming. Sheet builder calculations. Hi there. I've been working on a system that is, in my opinion, fairly simple and straightforward. However, there always seems to be a however, in character creation, there's a small segment that requires some potentially tricky math. I've not been able to replicate it in System Builder, but it goes something like this. I have a game that includes a formula for carrying capacity that is 1/10 strength multiplied by 1/10 strength multiplied by 1/10 strength plus 1/10 endurance multiplied by half of body weight, and that equals your carry capacity. So pretty, I mean, yeah, that's a relatively straightforward calculation. Is this replicable, or will it be something I will be able to replicate in System Builder in the future? Thank you for your time. Keep up the great work, folks. Kohei. So this isn't possible at the moment, unless I'm not thinking of some very clever way to do this. But I don't think that this is possible on a sheet or through actions, but we do want to make it possible to refer to things like attributes on other places in your sheet. So I think it's safe to say that we will make this possible in the future. I do not have an ETA for when that will be there, but this seems like something we would want to be able to give you the power to do, to be able to, calculate something to show on the sheet based on other stuff on the sheet. More World of Darkness titles. Now that Vampire the Masquerade is officially released, I was wondering if there are any plans to add the other World of Darkness games, Werewolf, The Apocalypse, and Hunter, The Reckoning, to Alchemy. I was surprised that they weren't listed in the content roadmap. Swede Racer. Eventually, yes. Vampire was promised as part of our V1 Kickstarter rewards, so that bumped it up in our priority list. It's also just a hugely popular game. But I think Hunter is likely to be next for us in terms of World of Darkness titles. Or at least World of Darkness adjacent titles even. But no promises on the order there or when they'll be coming, but I do know that they're on our radar. GM roles. You answered a question a few months ago about making it easier to designate a role as being visible only to the GM in-game, saying that you plan to revamp GM-only roles at some point. When the time comes, I'd like to suggest that you add a GM-only checkbox to roles made as steps in an action. I'm sure there are a lot of scenarios where this could be useful. Swede Racer. Noted. Thank you for the feedback. This still hasn't happened, the great GM role adjustment that I wanted to make, but it remains an important item on our backlog. So cheers. Thanks again for sending that one my way. Thanks for the questions, everybody. If you have a question of your own, of course, you can find a link to that form to send it my way down below in the description. All right, that's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, head on down below, smash that like button, subscribe for future updates. You know the drill. Give us all that good YouTube energy that you can send our way. If you haven't taken it already, head down below to the description to click the link for the survey and send your thoughts our way. That would be awesome to get some more of that. Thanks for watching. Let's go play some games.